Daily gut routine for Indians. Large number of my patients struggle with acidity, gas, irregular motions until they started to do this very simple gut routine. No supplements, no online products, no strict diets, just simple, smart, traditional Indian habits that can support your gut health naturally. In this next few minutes of this video, I will take you through the daily gut routine I, as a medical gastroenterologist, personally recommend, which is of course backed by science, and it's suited even for busy lifestyle people. I am Dr. Yoganand Reddy. I am a UK trained gastroenterologist. Please subscribe to this channel to watch more science-based digestive health videos. Daily gut routine, what a gastroenterologist can recommend. Let us start with first thing in the morning. Starting our day with a glass of lukewarm water or just room temperature water. Water gives a jump start, a kick start to your digestion. It gives you hydration quickly. Many people I see in my practice seem to have a cup of coffee, tea first thing in the morning. Avoid taking caffeine on empty stomach because it can start irritating the lining of the stomach, and especially for people with this gastric issues, acidity, it can make things worse for them. So instead of opting for coffee, tea, go for a glass of water. Secondly, respect that your gut digestive system requires a discipline about the meal timings. Your digestive system loves rhythm. It likes to work in a set manner. So try and eat at the same time daily, especially your breakfast. Have breakfast within 2 hours of waking up. Especially for those people I see suffering with acidity, this bloating, and delaying the breakfast, having a cup of chai, biscuit. So try and cut that out completely and instead directly go for a good heavy breakfast. You can have a lunch that is moderate to heavy and have a light dinner, because this is important for good digestion. One of the common mistakes nowadays, people, a lot of youngsters I see, is they seem to eat very late at night and also skipping meals. Many people I see, they complain that they don't feel quite right and they don't feel hungry, so that's why they are avoiding breakfast. They don't like to eat breakfast, and instead of that go directly for lunch. Breakfast gives body a kickstart to the metabolism. Especially for those people who are wanting to lose weight, breakfast is actually a very important meal. Thirdly, fiber first. Don't leave fiber to the last. Lot of our Indians try and leave fiber to the last and don't give much importance to especially raw salads. So try and include raw vegetables, salads including sprouts, cucumbers, carrots, radish. If you don't fancy, at least eat boiled or cooked vegetables. Fruits, either as a snack or you can have it in the morning. One banana, a bowl of papaya, guava. These 3 fruits are available throughout the year. Try and cut down on the white rice. Instead, go for whole grain carbohydrates like millets, oats, quinoa, brown rice, ragi. Our body needs anything typically between 25 to 30 grams of fiber. So many people I see in my gastroenterology practice, when I look at their fiber intake, some of them are taking less than 10 grams in a day. That's clearly not enough, and no wonder they are suffering with repetitive issues like bloating, constipation, and abdominal discomfort. The other important part is eating the right food, traditionally what we have been used to. Having fermented foods, having a cup of curd, yogurt, great natural probiotic. So it should be fresh, not something that is sour, especially in people with acidity. Sometimes this fermented stuff can make it worse. And nowadays people sell as probiotic curd. There is no such thing as probiotic curd. Curd itself is probiotic, so you don't need to stick an extra label. And certainly avoid anything that is called a probiotic which is sweet, because there is no such thing. It should be unsweetened, and if you take curd, yogurt, best taken during the day rather than at night, especially for those people who are having issues with congestion in the chest, nasal problems, or people who feel that they are somewhat allergic to taking milk products like curd at night. So have it in the afternoon, or you can even have it in the breakfast. For those people who have definite, genuine lactose intolerance, you'll have to avoid it. But there's a lot of people I see in my practice where they have some degree of lactose intolerance. So they don't tolerate milk, but milk products, let's take for example, paneer, curd, cheese, buttermilk. These are all, they are able to tolerate it fine. Have a small quantity of homemade pickle. It is okay to have small amount of pickle in our food, although it is high in salt and oil. Small amount is good because this is actually a good probiotic food. Traditional breakfast like idli, dosa, mildly fermented foods, they support our gut bacteria. Other probiotic foods, depending on which part of India you're coming from, some people prefer to take kanji drinks, some people prefer to have dokla. So the bottom line is some amount of fermented food, what we have been traditionally having, is good for our body on a daily basis. As long as it is homemade, we can of course guarantee that it is fresh, it is clean, it is not overdone. It should not cause much of a gut issues because some people, they strongly feel that fermented foods increase their acidity. So if it is fresh, it shouldn't really cause much of acidity for you. Avoid something that certainly triggers your acidity, but most people, I am telling you that they can easily tolerate some amount of fermented foods, which gives a great support to our gut health. Commonly I get asked this question, is it okay to have tea? Is it okay for my gut? There are variety of herbal teas, that is essentially green tea, warm water with a little bit of ginger, fennel seeds, saunf, ajwain, jeera. This is all good for digestion, good for people especially with gas issues, especially for those with bloating. Post dinner, try and avoid taking tea that has got a lot of milk, because some people are literally putting tea into the milk. So it's not the tea they are drinking, they're actually drinking tea flavored milk. This can cause problems with gas, bloating, especially for those people who have got some degree of lactose intolerance. If you enjoy having a glass of milk and it doesn't upset you, do it perhaps in the earlier part of the evening, not before going to bed. One of the commonly asked questions nowadays is, should they take probiotic supplements, these gut cleansers? The amount of rubbish that gets sold online in the name of gut health, gut cleansers, is absolutely unbelievable. You really don't need to take any such supplements from online on a regular basis, and certainly there is no such thing as gut cleansers. We do use certain probiotic supplements in our own gastroenterology practice for people with certain symptoms, where let's say if we are using antibiotics, certain conditions where we have people with IBS, inflammatory bowel disease, certain strains or certain probiotics don't agree with some people. If you have doubt, if you want to know more about what sort of probiotic you should be taking, you should speak to your gastroenterologist and take advice rather than just simply popping this stuff from online, which is completely unregulated. The other important aspect of looking after the gut health is movement and mental health. Exercise daily, even just brisk walking half an hour to 45 minutes, it can do wonders to your gut motility. It helps the digestion, it allows the colon to empty the waste properly, and gently it activates the body first thing in the morning, and also at night. If you get time, 15-20 minutes for a gentle walk, that is fantastic as well for digestion. Certainly avoid lying down straight after meals. If you do that, your digestion is going to go slow down. You start to get all kinds of gut issues, including acidity, reflux. Mental health is one of the most important aspects of the gut health. Sometimes the problems are not in our gut, it's here upstairs in our brain. So there is this unique connection which most people know, that our brain and gut connection, it's real. Because if you are stressing yourself constantly, if you are anxious, if you are overthinker, if you are depressed, if your sleep is disturbed, you will end up with a lot of chronic gut issues that include acidity, bloating, constipation, IBS. So try and get time to de-stress yourself, whether it is meditation, whether it is sports, whether it's yoga, whatever that makes you relax. More happy you are, there is release of endorphins in the body. So the feel-good factor you get, and the gut heals best when you are calm, when you are happy, when you're relaxed. So try and certainly focus on your mental health. It's not all about just giving medicines or taking pills for your gut. Your gut actually doesn't require any kind of magic powders or these cleansers. So there is a lot of rubbish that is getting sold as lean products, that bug, this bug, gut detox. You don't need any such things. All your gut needs is, it's a very simple, but it's a complex system. It works in a very simple manner. All you have to do is give it consistency, so timing, discipline of the meals, adequate water up to 3 liters, good amount of fiber, 25-30 grams of fiber every day, some amount of fermented foods, movement, physical activity, and most importantly, getting adequate rest, 7 hours of sleep. This will make the gut strong. If you try this routine for 4 weeks, I will guarantee you will feel a great deal of difference. And if you try this, if you are seeing some real difference, please put a comment on the comment box below so that others can also get motivated. And for more Desi-friendly gut health tips from the real experts, the gastroenterologists who know the digestive system in and out and who see real people in gastroenterology hospitals, watch this channel, because we have a number of gastroenterologists like myself in Bangalore Gastro Center who are putting out educational, science-based facts to help people like you who don't need to come and see us unless there are significant or chronic gastroenterology issues. Thank you.